The Arawaks call Haiti Quisqueya, mother of all lands. They have traced their roots to sub-Saharan Africa. Together with the African Caribbean groups, they form the largest racial group in the region. Like Haiti, the Caribbean region is rich in minerals, gold, copper, silver, and people. The Caribbean is a hotbed of activity, from St. Vincent, La Soufrière, and Grenada with Sugar Mountain and Kikumjani to St. Lucia and the Pita Mountains and Trinity Hills in Trinidad, South America. Atlantis was in America, Atlantic Island, Atlanta, Georgia, Atlantis, Mexico. Atlantis is A, which means no longer, tis from the Sanskrit word tes, which means nations. Atlantis means no longer the Tolan or Tola nation. Hence, in Wakanda Forever, we have Tolokan, nation or surface. We all know about Atlantis in Sahara. But there was also Atlantis in the Americas. The Atlantis in the Americas is the Maya connection. It was the mother civilization to Egypt. Priest King Thoth or Tahuti established Egypt after Atlantis was destroyed, according to the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. The Atlanteans are associated with the three-pronged fork that symbolized the Trinity. Shiva, the Hindu god, carried the three-pronged fork. Aquaman, Ariel, Titan carried the trident of Poseidon, Neptune, the sea god. This was important because it represented the tri-dimensional world. The Hudha Loka, the uppermost sphere, the Madhya Loka, the middle earthway, the Hadha Loka, the downward sphere. It was a very special symbol. It signified the dominion of the seas and the god who ruled the seas, which is Ea, known as Enki, Onis, or Namo. Enki and his counterpart Ninki were the Anunnaki master geneticists. Remember Shuri? She was also the alchemist. Nama's story encompasses Ea, Enki, and Tahuti. Tahuti was a demigod. He is also Hercules. Remember He-Man? Anyway, I digress. Let's get back to our story. The only island in the Caribbean with a trident on its flag is Barbados. Barbados represents Tolokan. Barbados is also Atlantis. The trident sits in the center of the flag and it is broken. This represents a break in connection to the light seals or the break in the electromagnetic energies. The island is so important to the evolution of the rest of the world that there's a pyramid that sits on Mount Hillaby and a set of stones called the Sleeping Giant. The trident has the power to control the ocean. We must restore the trident to its full battle power. This will happen very soon. The ley line of the Atlantean power grid is healing and dispelling the dark energies. This is the restoring of the Christ-conscious energies from the Atlantis program. This is why Wakanda Forever makes sense to introduce Namor, King of Atlantis. These grids, especially around the Bimini Islands of Bermuda Triangle, southeastern parts of America, have been restored so that Earth can hold the 5D energy to be in harmony with our physical body and galactic self. Prince T'Challa is that new energy, the return of the Solar King. Wakanda Forever is a movie about women. It's about daughters, mothers, and the connection women have and how we support each other in the community. It's about the fight to protect our nation from the intruding world powers in the absence of our king. Until the king is restored, we must band together to forge a new path. It's not just about grief, it's about healing. As a people of color, we have gone through grief time and time again, and much like the phoenix, we must rise from the ashes. Now we have arrived at a time in history where we must begin the healing phase of ourselves, of our men, of our children, especially our boys. Shuri endured the trauma of losing her family to fight for her nation through that suffering. In the end, she sits by the water and burns her grief in a ceremonial robe ritual, alone, broken, and tired. Nakia, the mother of the nation, gives her hope. She introduces her to her nephew, Toussaint, who was raised in Haiti. Toussaint calls to mind the nation's history of a nation's son fighting for his people against slavery. He leads a successful insurrection against a colonial rule by self-liberating indigenous people. It leads to a slave-free state that had an impact on people throughout the Americas. Nakia is a mother raising a son, teaching him and guiding him in the absence of his father. Prince T'Challa will one day be able to claim his father's right to rule, carry on his legacy. As for right now, he sits on the throne of his mother's lap until he is ready for his mission to continue his father's legacy. Ibambe, hold fast. The information shared in these blog notes are a combination of research, intuition, and downright patience. I hope you find something in these blog notes that will help you to come into the light of who you are. 2023 is a year of healing. It's a grace period. Use it wisely. Heal yourself, heal your children, heal your family so that you can now become the Wakanda forever and ever. Peace be upon you.